Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. Anybody need to use this frequency for any kind of emergency use before we kick off a long discussion about vintage single sideband? K5LYN, listening. All right. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. We've been having this boat anchor net for many years here. We get together to talk about the early days of single sideband, and we exchange ideas about how to operate and manage and restore these radios, and we do this as a public service for other individuals that are trying to do the same thing. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related, and technical advice is my favorite part of the net. And I needed it last week when I was putting this Collins S-line on that I'm on tonight, because I hadn't brought it down here in many, many years. It's been on the air 30 years here in my station, and I hadn't in many, many years here on 80 meters, so it took me a little time to remind me how to tune it up down here. I think we're in business here this evening. Let me talk to 5 or 6 people that I know are earlies, and then we'll turn it around. We've got at least 2 other net controls here. There'll be more coming as the evening wears on, and the band is not open at all, but we'll make the best of it until that sun gets a little bit lower in the west. Let me begin with KC5L. What do you say, Tom? K5LYN.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're on the usual here. We're talking on the Central Electronics 200B with the D104 microphone. It's driving the matching 600L amplifier, and it's doing about 350 watts into a Johnson KW matchbox at a homebrew doublet up about 15 feet. And we're listening on the R390A. And that's about all I have here this evening. So back to you, Lynn, KC5L.
Okay, quick question, Tom. Hey, when you and I visited up at Belton, you were talking about a homebrew single sideband project you were fixing to get on board with. How's it going?
I think it's going to be many months, if not a year, before I get that thing finished. That's a long project.
Understood.
But I will definitely keep you updated. Over.
Okay, yeah, these things take their time, and you're the guy that can do it, so keep us posted on that. All right, KE5Q, what do you say, Jim?
Okay, K5LYN, this is KE5Q. Good evening again, and hello to everybody on the net. Jim in Plano. We got lots of static crashes. It looks like there's one big storm to the northeast of us, but it's moving away. And we are under a tornado watch here. But anyway, tonight we're on the Kenwood TS530S, Shure 444, driving the MLA 2500 tonight. And that's going into the Ultimax 8040 double bazooka. So, yeah, signals, some of them are hopefully going to come up here in a while, as you said, as the sun goes down in the west. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Yeah, everybody's above the noise level, but not a lot here, Jim. I'm hearing you fine, but we miss those long, clear evenings that we had back during the winter. They'll come back one of these days. We'll just have to be patient. Good to hear you. Station sounding great. W5DK, hey, Don, bring me up to date.
All right. Evening, Lynn and everybody. This is Don from Spring Branch in Comal County, so I'm on my normal, usual Drake TR4 and a D104 microphone. And I am exciting an L4 amp, almost illegal, and also going out to an inverted V that's apexed about 60-something feet. So, been missing the net, busy traveling or doing work or something, and so it's good to hear everybody and the familiar voices. Appreciate you running the net, Lynn, and everybody checking in. Back to you, K5LYN, W5DK.
Very fine, Don. We got great people helping out with the net today, and you take some check-ins too sometimes. So if you're around and things play out, well, we might even throw it your way. Good to hear you. Beautiful signal. Okay, I'm going to take 2 more here at least, and we'll go from there. AG5XP, what do you say, Kenneth?
Well, hello, Lynn. Thanks for picking me up. But so far, the band's holding up pretty good and hear everybody pretty good. This Kenneth up here in Browood. Tonight, we're on the old Collins KWM2A with the 3001 and got a Electro Voice 619 desk mic making it operate. got it going out to a homebrew G5 RV antenna, and we'll put that about 500 watts or so, and that's all I got here, Lynn. Back to you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kenneth, I've never heard you when you weren't way over the noise, but right now you're a little bit over the noise, so that just tells us something about the conditions. How are you hearing me up there?
You're about the same. I can tell you're in there, and I can hear you okay, but you're down pretty low. A while ago, you was up and down, and a while ago, Doug, WB1E, about blew my speaker out. We're hanging in there, though.
Yeah, you came up for a while and went back down, so we're in that unstable situation. Well, we'll make the best of it and struggle on. Great to hear you, Kenneth. Okay, WB5DYA, my old friend, Cliff. What do you say, Cliff?
Good evening, Lynn and the net. Here is Whiskey Bravo 5 Delta Yankee Alpha, Cliff in Cedar Park, enjoying the opportunity to get on the air and talk to friends. Let's see, tonight we're on a recent Kenwood acquisition, a TS590 to an Ameritron AL80B to a horizontal dipole up around 50 feet. And we're probably 600-700 watts or so. Everybody's sounding good, and I'll pass it back to you, Lynn. I appreciate your hosting this net, WB5DYA.
Hey, while I've got you, Cliff, by the way, that radio is sounding great. You're the strongest guy I've talked to this evening. Are you guys still getting together sometimes on Wednesday for lunch?
Say again?
Are you guys still getting together on Wednesdays for lunch sometimes?
Very rarely. I have a conflict with physical therapy on Wednesday morning, so I pretty much abandoned that lunch.
Okay. Well, we'll try to cross paths with you sometime. Your station sounded great. Good to hear you. Let me talk to my friend N5NEN here, and then I guess I'll give it to Jay and Doug, and we'll go from there. Paul, as you've been hearing here, we got lots of noise. Give it a try. N5NEN and the boat anchors, K5LYN. Yeah, I did pretty good. Yeah, let me confirm things. You're on the Swan 350, and did you say that's a roof replacement job? Is that what I heard? Okay. All right. Well, those things are never fun. Good luck with it, and get those guys to give your tires a break. What is it going to be? A shingle roof? Is they going to shingle a new roof? Okay. All right. Well, keep me posted. I got our roof job done without a flat tire, but it's tough. So keep us posted. We'll be listening for you. Nice work on the Swan, by the way. I'm still working on mine. You beat me to it, I think. I'll be in touch. All right. Doug, I think you were here as we were getting the list together. I don't know if Jay was there or not, but let me throw it your way. WB1E, and we got net controls to get everybody in here. K5LYN.
Okay, very good there, Lynn. Well, super deal. This is Doug, Whiskey Bravo, 1 Echo, located in Aggieland, outskirts of the city of Bryan. I'm on a Swan also, a Swan 500. That's the same radio I've always been operating on here for quite a while. Tied into a Swan Mark 1. Doing legal limit. It's a resto mod running a pair of 400s in a V-twin configuration. There you go, parallel. But yeah, illegal limit. So no worries. And B plus running old Bandit transformer. B plus only 2,700 volts. So legal limit, not bad down. And let's see, I'm putting in 96 watts is where I'm at right now, driving it. So I have 2 stations here in the log left. I have Whiskey Charlie 3 Juliet standby, and I have Lyle K5LT. So I'll take Whiskey Charlie 3 Juliet right now. Coming out, sir, and welcome to the Boneacres Net.
Okay, Whiskey Charlie 3 Juliet. Yeah, I'm running TSA 50S on 100 watts, just what the radio's putting out, and on a inverted V about 47 feet up in the air. That's about it.
I'll be doggone. Yeah, you're doing excellent. You're plus 15 over here. Nice, strong signal. Where is your location again? Your QTH over?
In Nacogdoches, East Texas.
Yeah, that's just probably one hop away. Yeah, well, you're really coming in here strong for just 100 watts. So, well, very good. Give me your name, sir, again.
Mike.
That's right. Sorry, Mike, I didn't write it down the first time. Well, thanks for checking in, Mike. And yeah, let's see now. Yeah, I haven't heard you in a while, so it's good to hear you, and please check in again. So the next on the list I have, and then that'll be it, and I'll be calling for some more check-ins, but right now I'm calling Mr. Lyle, Kilo 5 Lima Tango.
Well, good evening, Doug, and everybody else on the net. This is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo, and I'm located outside of Boerne, Texas, up in the beautiful hill country. And tonight I am not on the Heathkit SB101. Got home this afternoon, powered it up, and came back in and plugged the antenna in, and no receiver. And so it is deaf. So I switched over to the Yaesu radio here, and that's what I'm talking on right now. But I am running the SB221 amplifier, so I guess that's still a boat anchor. It'll classify. And out to the double extinct ZEP antenna run through the cedar trees. So I got some work to do to pull this radio out and get it back on the bench and start seeing which tube decides to let go in it or what component let go. So I got some troubleshooting to do. It happened one time before, and it was a tube. So we'll figure it out eventually. We always do. Learning process. So that's it. Nothing new here. Back to you, Doug. K5LT.
Okay, well, no doubt about it. I hope you own a tube tester. If not, I think it's a number 72 drill bit, fits perfect in the miniature 9-pin socket, of course, when it's unplugged and discharged, and can clean up those sockets real nice. I used to have, well, I still have it, but you had to tilt this tube, this 9-pin socket. The tube had to be tilted at about 20 degrees, I mean, way over to the side, plus that's after you bent the pin just right, just to get the filament to light, but at least you knew when it wasn't working that it didn't have a filament in it. So, I finally got around to cleaning it all up, and that's a national 190 receiver. And man, I love that blue shortwave receiver. That thing had kept me off the streets many a Saturday night. All right, well, that's it for the list. Let's see if Jay's around. Jay, are you hanging around? Over. KN5QS WB1E. Okay, he's not in right now. Okay, so I'm going to call for a couple more additional check-ins. This is Doug, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, and I'm taking check-ins for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Come now.
WB50ZZ. Kilo 5 Delta Hotel Echo.
November 5 Echo Charlie Papa.
Okay, hold on, guys. You're going too fast for me. Let me double-check now. I did get Delta Hotel Echo, and I got oh heck, who is that? WOZZ, I forget the prefix. Let me take these two guys and then I'll go down the list. Usually I like to get 2 or 3 written down, and I'll go down those. But let me work on these 2. OZZ, come now, sir.
Hi, this is WB50OZZ, Duquesne. Good evening. Running the Apache heat shit, sideband adapter, V10, and a Mohawk receiver, and 41000 amplifier built 78, and putting out 1,000 watts or so, and New Caney, Texas, over.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you're plus 15 tonight. Plenty of signal, no doubt about it. Anything else for the net, sir?
That's about it.
All right, well, thanks for checking in, no doubt about it. All right, now, there was a couple other check-ins that I did not get, but the last one I got, Delta Hotel Echo. Come now, sir.
Yeah, it's K5 Delta Hotel Echo, and tonight I'm talking on my little Kenwood 830S using an AT230 antenna tuner, a Buxcom factory-built antenna, and a Kenwood speaker to go with all of that. And using an afterburner, Heathkit SV200 afterburner, and that's just about the operation here on this end. And I guess I'll just turn it right back to you. I'm in Granbury, Texas, by the way. That's Granbury, 35 miles, kind of southwest of Fort Worth. Over.
Yeah, very good. Well, yeah, I know where Granbury is. Actually, there's a couple amateur guys. Maybe you're one of them that I've met. So perhaps we shook hands, if I remember right, at Belton, if you were there. There was somebody from Granbury there, I remember for sure. How much is that SB200 working for you? It sounds great, over.
Well, I got really lucky on this thing. The last year I went to Belton. I didn't get to go this year because I'd had surgery on my carotid artery, and this old doc didn't want me to come up there and get all excited about amateur equipment. But this little SB200 here, I bought it, gave $175 for it, and it is pristine in every way, puts out full power. It's really, really, really a nice amp. Probably only at 80 years old, it's probably the only amp I'll ever need. So that's the story on it. Never has given me a minute's trouble, and I had missed my $175. Over.
Okay, I guess, what are you getting out of it? 500 watts?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little bit more than 500, but I crank it back a little bit.
Yeah, you have to, always, yeah. Owning Ferraris is not an easy life, especially if you don't want to fix them. You just fix other people's. You take 2 and give back 1 and keep the one that was easiest to fix, right? Hi. All right, well, thanks for checking in, and that SB200 sounded fantastic. All right, I'm going to take 2 more check-ins, and I'm going to see who else there's another. Maybe I'll hand it over to somebody else and take some more check-ins. So I'll take 2 more. Come now.
Whiskey 5 Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, I got Whiskey 5 Tango Foxtrot. Very good, Terry. Next. Oh boy, you're right at my noise level. Let me get Terry here right now. W5 Tango Foxtrot. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, Doug. Only change I made here tonight, I put my SB301 receiver in line with the 100B transmitter, Central Electronics. Driving Moe SB220 about 500 watts out. D104, double bazooka up to 45 feet. And I forgot to say this is Terry, location near Laurel, Mississippi. Lots of noise on here tonight. But I'm copying you about S9, Doug. You strongest what I've heard, over.
Okay, well, you're S9 also, and that's without the antenna connected, and the S-needle adjuster set to 0, so supposedly that's an honest S9, and that's where you're at, Terry. Sounds great. Sound great. I mean, that D104 is one of the best sounding D104s continuously. I just love to listen to that station. Well, your offset's pretty close, so well done on the Central Electronics for sure. Oh my goodness, I think you guys rule the airwaves of those things on this boat anchor net without a doubt. You guys apart the seas with that Central Electronics stuff. Hi. All right, I'm going to take a seat, and Mari actually sitting down, but as far as my radio operation goes, and I'm going to see now. I tried to get hold of Jage. KN5QSJ, are you there at WB1E?
Yeah, I got held up, but I'm back now.
All right, sir. Well, I'm at the bottom of my list. There's some others that would like to check in, I'm sure. So would you care to take it and run?
Well, I don't know about run, but I'll take a shot at it. So, thank you, Doug. This is KM5QS, the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Sorry for my tardiness, but anyway, whatever. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Net? Come now.
November 5 Echo, Charlie Papa. K0SED.
Okay, that's 2 to start with. So, ECP, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. N5 ECP from Kilgore, Texas. Home of the Rangerettes and all that. Anyhow, it doesn't sound too bad here. We've got some storms around and a little noisy, but on this Oriental Express radio, it's got all this fancy SDR stuff. We can take pretty much all of that out, but that's about it for me. Name is Jeff, Juliet Echo, Foxtrot, over.
Okay, Juliet. Oh, Jeff. Okay.
Yep, that's me.
All right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I heard. The dog was scratching underneath. It's been one of those days around here. It sounds great, Jeff. And thanks for checking in. I thought I heard Steve out there, K0SED. Go ahead, sir.
Well, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors. Now, there's a lot of static on the air up here in East Texas. Anyway, Jay, as usual, I'm on the trusty old Kenwood 520. That's it, barefoot, feet stink. Anyway, have a good one. K0SED.
Okay, Steve. Good to hear you. All right, is there anyone else that we haven't got yet for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
KC5 OLB.
KC5, I missed the suffix.
Kilo Charlie 5, Oscar Lima Delta.
Oh, okay, like me, old. Go ahead, sir.
I talk to people and they say, it's old again. We're just out here with more modern radio and a wire on the fence. We haven't got a amp hooked up to it yet, and we're still trying to make it in there.
Yeah, you're making it down here pretty good. Somebody's tuning up, but they'll get over it in a minute, I suppose.
Have to sign out here. I think most of my electricity here is getting lost in the coax. It's KC5 where I'll be clear.
Alrighty, I think the band shifted on us or something, but thanks for checking in. Let me take another shot and see if there's anybody else out there. Come now, please.
November 5, Tango Mike Lima.
Alrighty, November 5, Tango Mike Lima, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Good evening to everyone on the net. Tonight I'm on a Kenwood 570 going into a Meritron amplifier with a dipole up about 45 feet and putting out, about 500 watts or so.
All right. Well, you're about 10, 15 over down here. So where are you located?
I'm in Cedar Park, Texas.
Aha! Yeah, out there. Oh, you're one of Justin and Jimmy's neighbors.
Yes, in that same neighborhood.
Okay. Well, you're sounding good. Alrighty. Anyone else before I pass it back to Lynn or Rusty or somebody?
I'm here, Jay.
Oh, okay, good.
Static Crash got you do what?
No, I was just saying. Anyone else before I pass it? And Rusty keyed up. So, Rusty, why don't you see if you can stir some up?
Yeah, I think you turned it to me there. Yeah, Steve's right. Static's bad up here in northeast Texas. All right, this is WK5R with the Boat Anchors Unlimited now. On the usual stuff, the Kenwood TS590S, the Tascam TM70 broadcast dynamic mic. I'm going to that. It's going into driving my homebrew GS35B amplifier. And we're going through the homebrew tuner and bypass mode because I'm good on 80. And into the fan dipole, homebrew fan dipole, they're about 50 feet. So that's what we are here. So who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody get that one? I couldn't hear him for the static crashes. I think I heard a W5, but that was it. Come again.
Static's starting to get bad.
Yes, it is. All right. I'm not able to get that station, and I guess nobody else is either. So hang around. Maybe it'll quieten down some. Who knows? Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
TB0UOZ.
I got you there, Perry. You're not near as loud as you usually are, but it probably ain't late enough. But go ahead.
Okay, Rusty, I had a hard time with you too. Boy, those bands are rough. I was afraid it would be. With that storm come around through here up to the neighborhood here late this afternoon and early this evening, but they're all moving out now. So, but the static's still all here, and of course the band broke on top of that. Anyway, Rusty, let's see. Tonight we're on our trusty EVA station here, running the 303 receiver and the SB401. 401, is that right? Yeah, I'm getting my numbers confused. SB401 transmitter with a D104 microphone, and we've got the SB220 amplifier running, and doing about all it'll do. So we're up there about 1,300, maybe a little better than that output. So I have to try it a little harder than I do again. Anyhow, that's all going out to the north there, 75-meter inverted V. So I'm getting down there. Anyway, not hearing as much out of everybody. Like I say, the band's pretty rough. So I'll shut up and let you get on down the page. Thanks for getting me in, KB0UOZ.
Okay, Perry. Yeah, sounding good there. What I can pick out between the static crashes and here sounds good there. We'll catch you next time. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. I am sorry, I cannot get that one. Hang tight, maybe one of the next ones around in the round robin here in the next hole will be able to hear you. Maybe you'll be louder there than you will here. All right. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, could be a fairly short net there. All right. Lynn, back to you. K5LYN, WK5R.
Okay, yeah, tough, isn't it? How are you hearing me up there, Rusty? K5LYN. That might be the answer. Hey, Rusty, are you hearing me at all? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm hearing you.
Oh, well, it's a tough night, right? Okay, all right. Let's see. Well, I'm glad Rusty was here because he got some people that none of the rest of us could have talked to. This is K5LYN. Lynn and Austin on the Collins S line on a really tough night. Much worse than it ought to be for a summer evening. Anybody want to talk vintage radio that I can hear? Give me a call. I'm listening.
Can you hear WA5EDX?
Mr. Byron, I hear you great. Talk to us.
Well, this is a surprise. The band's in pretty bad condition. This is WA5EDX, Byron in beautiful Bluffdale, Texas. Tonight we're barefoot on a Kenwood TS440 that I've been working on the last couple of weeks. I think I got it working somewhat. I think I have an excuse for why the band's been so bad tonight. It may be partial an excuse. I was tuning up on 20 meters today, and after lunch, listening around, and it was dead. There was nobody on it. I think I heard one CW station over the whole band, and but then later this evening, I saw on the computer there was a alert from the National Weather Service, their solar flare page, and there was extreme solar flares yesterday and today, and it took out HF over the U.S., all the U.S. today. So I think the solar flares may still be affecting us. What do you think, Lynn, WA5EDX?
Well, that certainly would explain it because it's been just terrible. I mean, we're all sitting here yelling at our radios. You know, well, you heard me trying to be heard by Rusty, and I never succeeded. So thank you for the information. I think you got it figured out. Over.
Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Like I said, we are barefoot, and if you can hear me barefoot, then I'm happy. Good evening to everybody on the net, and I promise you a cold front Friday. I hope it gets to you because we need one more. We always need one more. 73's guys.
Hey, where are you going to get a cold front?
It's coming in from the north, guaranteed to be here. I think the high Friday is supposed to be in the 70s.
Bizarre. I did not know that. All right, good to know, Byron. And yeah, you're one of the stronger signals I've heard this evening. All right, we got 2 or 3 people we need to talk to here, and others may want to talk. Let me see. Anybody hearing me that wants to talk vintage radio? This is K5LYN calling and listening. Well, let's see. Don, W5DK, are you there by any chance still? Well, we might be running out. Let me try Rusty one more time. WK5R, Rusty, are you hearing me at all?
Yeah, I hear you, Lynn.
Okay. You got to be able to hang out for a few. I've got some questions for you later.
Okay.
Yeah, about the Swan Power Supply. Beautifully done, but I want to pick your brain a little bit. All right. Let's see here. All right, Doug, you want it back? We've kind of been around the table. I can't get anybody else to talk to me. Maybe they need to hear your Swan. Over.
Okay, very good. Guys, this is Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, and I have to say that there were a couple plus 20 dB stations at KE5Q Jim, W5DK Don, and also Cliff, WB5 GYA. So, and then, of course, the station with the suffix of Oscar Lima Delta was plus 40. So, and everybody else, they're about plus 15, plus 10, and I got about a S7 noise level. So I could pick everybody up pretty much, except 1 or 2 stations. So, but anyway, enjoyed it as usual. Last week, I think there was only a dozen check-ins, so we're doing pretty good this week so far. I'm going to take one more call for anybody that wants to talk vintage boat anchor radio. This is WB1E. Come now. I guess I'm hearing some other traffic, so no copy. All right, everybody, thanks for checking in tonight. This is WB Winnie. I'm going to stand by and listen. 7-3 all.
I think. Oh, are you going to take it, Jay, or you want me to go ahead and wrap it up?
Well, I'll take one more shot, and if I don't get no answer, I'll turn it to you. So, KM5QS, Boat Anchors Unlimited on a dark and stormy night somewhere. Anyone we've missed, anyone wants to check in, come now. Okay, WK5R, this is KM5QS. Your turn.
Okay, Jay. The last call for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. This is WK5R. Is anybody else out there before we shut the door? Come now.
Kilo 5 Delta Hotel Echo.
K5DHC. Go ahead again, sir.
Yes, sir. I just purchased a set of Drake twins, and there's an accessory that the guy wants to sell me for it, and I don't know what it does. It's a Drake Foxtrot Sierra 4, some sort of a synthesizer device. It's called a synthesizer, and I don't know exactly what that does. It's got something to do with the VFO, though. Over.
I don't know it, or anybody else know that? Do you know that, Lynn?
I would look it up on the web and find out.
Alpha 5 Romeo.
Okay, with an Alpha 5 something, go ahead.
That's Alpha 5 Romeo. It replaces the crystals for each band.
Does the radio function without it?
If you have a crystal for each band, then you don't need it. But if you have that thing, well, you don't have to have the crystal for each band switch position.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that the radio had to have that, and it's been being refurbished over at a shop in Coleman. And the fellow wants to sell me the guy I bought the radio from wants to sell me this Drake synthesizer, and maybe I need to buy that thing.
It sounds to me like it's a solid-state synthesizer to replace the crystals, where you can operate it easier without the crystal drift.
Well, it also gives you additional bands, besides the ham bands that were built in.
Oh, okay.
It's like putting a continuous VFO in it.
Probably be the easiest thing for me to do to get on the internet and look at it. It looks really nice. He wants $150 for it, and we'll just have to see.
Yeah, they were something to be had. If you had the Drake twins. This is a 5R.
Say again.
He was just signing. He was saying they were a good accessory for the twins.
Oh, okay, Jay. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate the help there. All right. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before we shut the door? Come now.
M5WJ.
I hear nobody. Appreciate everybody that did fight the static and check in. We'll look for y'all again next week. This is WK5R. Now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net at 8:08 and returning the frequency to normal amateur views.